Hello, welcome to AM Whiskey Reviews. I am your host, Ben Rosenthal, and uh, I'm doing something a little different today. I don't know if you're gonna notice it in my affect, but I realize that some of you have left comments saying that I evince a kind of lassitude, a kind of insouciance. You can tell there's a sense of perhaps that I'm phoning things in. Um, God, I dearly hope not. Um, but if in fact that's what people are getting, I, I I realize that maybe I need to be more present. And tell you a little story. Crazy Horse, when he went to have his spirit vision, I mean, he stayed out in the sun. He didn't drink any water or anything. He went to the sweat lodge. And when he finally did have his spirit vision, it told him to put a little pebble in the back of his ear. So he spent his life with a pebble in the back of his ear. This is a true story. I know that the great James Gandolfini on The Sopranos, he used to keep rocks in his shoes to sort of create that sense of agitation that you saw so vividly. Full disclosure, there is a pebble. I am keeping a pebble stored uh, or in a part of me, and I will not tell you where. Just know that I do feel somewhat compromised. I do, however, feel very, very present. Every now and then you may see me wincing, grimacing, pausing, trying to collect myself. Just know that that's down to the pebble. Um, anyway, we are going to do something a little different today. Again, we are going to take a detour from the whiskey. We're going to go down the dark horn of Africa. And then we're going to keep going. We're just going to keep going until we get to Korea. This is a Korean rice wine, Cheongju. Um, it's basically a sake. Sake evidently originated in Japan. However, I'm sure there's some. I'm sure there's somebody claims ownership. But this is Korean rice wine. It is Kook, um, and it's a neat looking bottle. It definitely is something that would, uh, you know, it, it looks like other things you would find in an Asian grocery store, and I might assume that it was just vinegar. I don't know if what do I know? What do I know? I've never been to Asia. Um, the closest I've come is the Panda Express. Um, and I feel like that may not be a fully accurate sampling of what the Asian experience is like. Um, in any case, I want to try this because I am nothing if not intrepid. Um, okay, I'm getting. You know what? I don't know. I don't know that this is something we really want to spend too much time nosing. But I'm gonna take a sip of this. Uh, Interesting. Uh, I am definitely getting a note, a very large note, prominent note. Um, this, the seminal fluid of some kind of songbird, a mourning dove, a sparrow. Like if Edith Piaf literally turned into a little sparrow and just began spraying seminal fluid into a glass, this is what it would taste like. Yeah, I gotta tell you, I don't understand it. There are these sake places. People are going for tastings. I don't know what you have to do to your palate to convince yourself that this stuff is any good. I mean, man, Asia has produced some of the most amazing things. But why are we humoring them about this? This is not good. I've had soju. Soju is good. Soju is inoffensive. It's like a light vodka, but this sake. I've never had a sake that did not make me think that there was some little dainty songbird that was just, you know, just having a seminal moment uh, all over me and everybody I knew. In any case, that is genuinely my experience of sake of all kinds. I mean, if you sometimes they offer it for free, um, and I'll take it because why not? Um, but I don't get it. I really don't. Um, what I thought this would be a great episode to inaugurate like a part of the show that I want to call Kunichiwa, Kunichiwa, like where we feature and isolate something that Japanese people like to eat or drink, and we can't understand why. Like a poisonous fish that, something that doesn't even have gills in it, and they're eating it. Well, like I think that might be an interesting idea. If I could have just a part of every show where I go konnichiwa, and we focus on something that Japanese people like to have. Now, this is Korean, so let's not get that confused. But I've been alerted by several commenters that might not be the most culturally sensitive thing to do, and that really one could do the same with American cuisine. I mean, a hot dog. Like what is a hot dog? Um, what else do Americans like to eat? Corn dogs. You got people eating fried butter at fairs in Iowa. So maybe somewhere out there in Japan, there's a guy doing his own whiskey reviews that's doing like the American version of Konnichiwa. Like, but I think it could be a segment on every episode, and I want everybody's input about whether I should, in fact, include this. Definitely, uh, if I start reviewing Japanese sakis, we got a lot of konnichiwas going on here. Um, in any case, lest anybody were, I am a fan of Japanese cuisine. And uh, but I have to go say that if I were to pair this with anything, it would be birdshot. It would be a birdshot to take out the songbird that sprayed its uh, that sprayed its sort of very very torqued jism into a bottle. And then somebody sold it to me. It would be the birdshot to go take out that little bird, because that's what I'm getting here. Again, if I seem somewhat off my game today, it's because I have put the pebble on my person, in my person, and I'm not going to tell you where it is, but just know it's there. Let me know what you think about Kunichiwa, and whether in fact it should be a mainstay of future reviews. I am your host, Ben Rosenthal. Thank you for joining me, and over and out.